我把你这衣服给你丢了，我介绍你去我女朋友上面买一套，神马不合适，正风上门，面对面换货，20点击绝对出来了，还让你现在不利的。
Involves a series of actions where the police, judges, and district attorneys conspire to.
I want y'all to hear this from me. And this is what happens in Minnesota, where they conspire evidence and false evidence and everything else in Minnesota. I want y'all to hear this right here. All right?
These individuals aim to obstruct justice, abuse their power, and avoid accountability, as the system frequently engages in this type of corruption. Coordinated corruption in the courts involves a series of actions where the police, judges, and district attorneys conspire to fabricate evidence, ignore wrongdoing, and hide falsehoods. This allows them to keep targeted individuals in jail, pressure them to accept plea bargains, and exploit inmates for financial gain. These individuals aim to obstruct justice, abuse their power, and avoid accountability, as the system frequently engages in this type of corruption.
Now, the reason why I'm bringing this up is because coordinated corruption is so big in Minnesota courthouses, man. Oh yeah, it's the biggest. It's the biggest thing in the state of Minnesota. Coordinated corruption, false charges, planting evidence. That's the biggest thing in the state of Minnesota. And while I'm bringing that up is that I filed a motion and it was denied because they said I didn't appear in court. Now, if anybody knows what happened in Minnesota in January 2023 was a big snowstorm. No, January 2023 or 2024, there was a big snowstorm. No, 2023 was a big snowstorm on January 3rd. Big snowstorm. So all courts were canceled, right? And so I got the call when I was calling the courts, and then the courts called me, and the lady goes, well, I was on Highway 19 and I got stuck in the snow. And so, make a long story short, the clerk and the clerk and the new judge has not only committed perjury on a legal court document, which they altered a court document, which they're supposed to both be in jail, in federal prison right now. I'm calling the court. All courts in Minnesota on January 3rd, 2023 for the snowstorm was closed down. There was an attorney, his cases that I know, which he's a crook and a liar, his cases I know, he was telling me his court cases were canceled because of the snowstorm. Other attorneys' court cases was canceled because of a snowstorm in January 2023. Okay? And this judge, the first judge I had removed because she was racist, biased, and everything else, right? And so they get this new judge, and I did a video on it too in January. January 5th, I did a video on it. So this judge lied on court documents saying I did not appear in court. Nobody appeared in court on January 3rd, 2023, because January was a big snowstorm in Minnesota. You couldn't go nowhere. They didn't move the snow until the 6th of January. The snow came all the way up to the door. They started that night on the 5th, and they started pushing the snow away from the doors and stuff. And so as I'm looking at it, I'm like, wait a minute, this judge just committed perjury on a legal document, corruption. And that's what it goes by in the state of Minnesota. So much corruption in Minnesota. You got the Social Security office helps This the deal with the Social Security office if you're a veteran or disabled, okay? The Social Security office helps. They help with making you homeless. Yes, the Social Security office helps make you homeless. Oh, yeah. They'll say that they overpaid you, so they won't grant you no feed waiver for anything when it says that you got the right to appeal, okay? But as your appeal is going or your feed waiver is going, they will not take nothing out, okay? That's what their rules say in the book, the original book, all right? But they don't go by what they rules say. They just take it. They just fucking take it. So they want you homeless. That's why they did a survey on all of the people, the disabled people, the veterans, and they say, well, they saying they overpaid you, so they saying it's your fault when they the ones that writes the checks, not you. You don't write no checks. The Social Security Administration Office writes the checks. It's not even in the state that you're from. It's from Philadelphia. They write the checks. All right? They made the mistake, not you. But they blame you and they penalize you. And then you got the government says, well, we're putting $100 million in to help the homeless and the disabled and the vets. But there's no money there for them. There's no money there for us whatsoever. Because it's not there for if you look black, Spanish. Them are the only two races, really. Now, I went to the Social Security office, and I saw this white lady, and she had the sticker on her window still. It said 2024, one of those SUV Cadillacs, 2024. And I couldn't open my door because she took it, the whole damn thing took over the spot, right? So I had to wait for the passenger to open up the door and move, right? And so I finally got out, and she's asking me some questions. I said, oh, no, that's all right, you know. So anyway, I'm hearing her tell the lady with her. The lady goes, well, why'd you park all the way over here? Because I don't want them to see my new car. I'm like, God damn, ain't this about a bitch? This bitch got a fucking 2024 Cadillac SUV it was. 2024 Cadillac SUV is about $50,000 to $90,000 car, $90-something thousand car, and this bitch get disability or Social Security, whatever. And so I just like shook my head, man. I couldn't believe it. So as I'm in there waiting, she finally goes up and she's asking these questions, and I hear her go, okay, good. Okay. Everything was approved. Your appeal was granted. You know, don't worry about it. You don't got to pay us back nothing. No blah, blah, blah. Now, this is a white lady. I think she was maybe in her late 50s, I would say. I'm not too good with ages, but maybe in her late 50s, early 60s. So anyway, now this broad is driving a 2024 Cadillac Escalade, big motherfucker. And she get her appeal granted. I know that car must have cost $90-something thousand because it still had a sticker on the window. And she driving it around in it. And then her friend goes, well, why did we park here? Because I want them to see my new car. I'm like, ain't this about a bitch? And these motherfuckers take my money. Oh, I forgot because she white. Wait a minute, what's her disability? You know, I couldn't figure that out. You know, I couldn't figure that out, man. You know, And then I got sick in the Social Security office. I think I don't know what happened, man. All I know is I don't remember what happened. I remember my thing went off on me, and the ambulance came and got me. I do know I got to go in for surgery, heart surgery. You're talking about, and I'm having a hard time with Social Security. Ain't this about a bitch? But I guess if I was fully a white person, my fee waiver, my waivers and everything and appeals would be granted. That's how racist the Social Security Administration office has gotten, man. That's how corrupt they have gotten, man. They make homeless people, from veterans to disabled people. That's what their job is to do, to make you homeless. And they're proud of that. They sleep at night, you see. But you know what? If there is a God, if there really is a God, I hope we do get hit with a nuclear bomb. Wipe all of these motherfuckers out, man. If there is a God, I hope we get hit with a nuclear bomb. Wipe motherfucking this country off the face of this earth, man. Because it is so fucking corrupt, man. Then you walk in the fucking Social Security office and you see that racist, white, corrupt, rapist motherfucker's picture in the office. See, right there, Social Security is supposed to be sued because they are literally promoting a rapist, which is Trump. Any picture that Trump is up on, any government official bill or anything, they are promoting rapists and sexual assault of women. They are promoting it. But it's funny, though. You don't hear the so-called women's movement talking about that because they don't care. The so-called women's movement don't give a fuck. They like rapists. They like child molesters. They like that shit. That's how pathetic our government is. You see, then this motherfucker, that stupid lady that ordered the arrest of a judge, a federal judge, for denying to deport any immigrants when that bitch is an immigrant her damn self. She don't know nothing about the Constitution. She don't know nothing about history, and Trump's an immigrant. She is helping shield immigrants by Trump, his family. She is committing a crime herself. She's supposed to be locked the fuck up. The judge went by the law. See, you people are so stupid, man. This is not your country. This country belongs to blacks, Indians, and Spanish. That's what this country, all the way from Hawaii, all from Florida, all the way up to Texas, all the way towards the Canada border. This country belongs to them, not none of you racist white people. None of you racist white people. Every one of y'all are illegals. Y'all are illegal immigrants. It's so funny how people always ask me this, man. And they say, is it true that a president cannot pass no laws? I said, yes, it is true. A president does not have the power to pass laws whatsoever or executive orders. That's in the Constitution. That's in the original Constitution. Presidents do not have the power to pass laws, make laws under no circumstances, or declare war. The only ones that can declare war is Congress. Everyone in Congress. Congress is the only one that can pass laws. But if Congress passed any laws that is against the original Constitution, the laws are void. Period. Like it never existed. Period. And everything Trump did, he did behind retaliation, hate, discrimination, and corruption is what Trump did. Everything he did. See, You idiots ain't even supposed to be following nothing what Trump got to say or do. But because Trump is helping your pockets, which is against the law in the Constitution, which is really against the law in the Constitution, and depriving the people of their rights, you see, that's what Trump did. And he's still doing it. And you people sit back and you say, well, wait a minute. See, 1607, little piece of America right there. You can see that picture right there. Just a little piece of America, so-called America, right there. That's just that little piece right there. That's in Columbus, Ohio, where America is originally at. The United States of America is right there. Columbus, Ohio, not Washington, D.C., not all of the states. No, because you got two parts. You say USA, and you got the United States. The United States is in Columbus, Ohio. But you people don't know nothing about that. You go by what these stupid idiots tell you all the time, man. Y'all don't know nothing about history or nothing like that. But Congress is the only one that could pass laws, is Congress. You see, not no president. Not no vice president. No president or vice president or anyone in Congress is above the laws. While even sitting in office, they could be taken into custody, prosecuted, and held for their crimes of treason, for their crimes of corruption. You know, and that's the bottom line. And that's a fact. That's a 1,000% fact. They could be held while in office because the United States Superior Court already ruled that. They could be held in office for treason, for their crimes they have committed against the people and against the Constitution. You see? And that's a known fact. I'm reading this thing, man. I'm looking at this case where I'm trying to understand, wait a minute. This judge just signed an order lying that I wasn't in court on a snowstorm when I'm trying to get another court date, which everybody else got at another court date. So was he biased against denying my motion? Yes. First of all, he wasn't even supposed to hear it because of the fact that he was an administrative judge. Administrative judges don't have the powers to hear any fucking thing. And they just removed all administrative judges because they got tired of paying them, bailing them out, period. You know? So it's kind of funny how this judge lied on a motion on a court, on a legal document that they filed with the courts. They've committed perjury. No one can be in court during a snowstorm. Impossible. All courts were canceled that day. All courts was canceled that day. I know plenty of attorneys' cases were canceled because of the snowstorm. All courts were canceled that day because of the snowstorm. January 3rd, 2023. All courts were canceled that day. All courts. And they brought this judge in from another county, which he had no jurisdiction. No jurisdiction whatsoever. You see? And he denies a motion where he had no right to deny a motion. Because now he put his name on a motion saying I never appeared at the time that I was supposed to when I was stuck on the highway. And I'm telling the clerk, well, he has to give me another court date. Well, he's not giving you another court date, but he has to give me another court date. He just cannot make a ruling without me there. That's how corrupt the court system is in the state of Minnesota, man. That's how corrupt they are in the state of Minnesota, man. They are very, very fucking corrupt in the state of Minnesota. All of these so-called judges and All of these motherfuckers are corrupt in the state of Minnesota, man. And a prosecutor, too. Give example. When I was going through my divorce, 5/7/2020, my ex moved in with one of our friends, his ex-wife. Now, if they would have investigated that, which they never do, they don't investigate shit when it comes to a woman, only when it comes to a guy in the state of Minnesota. They would have investigated that. They would have seen that my ex-wife, because the private investigator found this out. Private investigator that was hired found all of this out. Found out that she moved in with this person, Sue Johnson, on 5/7/2020, with the help, now listen carefully, with the help of the Faribault Sheriff's Department, was her personal moving company. On 5/7/2020, they was her personal moving company. They help her move from one county to another county without nobody's authorization that you got the right to be in somebody else's county. Okay? That was one thing that the private investigator found out. Wait a minute, they had no authorization because I can't find no radio call from the supervisor sheriffs over that county in Steele County, which is for Blue Earth. I can't find nobody's shit saying that they had the right, those sheriffs, those deputies had the right to move this person in their patrol cars to that county. None whatsoever. All right. Now, this is the ass kicker. And I want you people to go look it up for yourselves. Even call your bank and ask your bank this question. And you're going to see that I'm telling the truth. Anytime you have a joint account, anytime you have a joint checking account, your wife or your husband could take anything out of there. Once one person changed the address on that account to a new address, your information goes with that new address without your consent. And that's by bank policy. Not by nothing else, but bank policy. So when I was going through the divorce and she cleaned out the bank account and left $1.45. She cleaned everything out. She cleaned out the savings, she cleaned out bank account, and the courts allowed that. The courts allowed that. Okay, the courts allowed that. And so then when she did that, she changed the address. So this person had all of my information, which now I'm fighting in, which now I'm in federal court and looks pretty good, which now, because of identity theft, my ex-wife knew my social security number by heart. She knows how to sign my name by just exactly like my name. And that's what's scary. So anyway, you check it out with your bank. If you got a joint account with someone and someone moves and they put a change of address in and you don't, everything from that bank with your name on it goes to that new address without your permission. Without your permission. So now, this person got denied a restraining order from one county, went to a different county to file a false restraining order. And it was so ironic is because this judge is falling off the chair. She was in her house. You could say she was falling off the chair on this big, you just saw this big TV screen. And so she's saying, well, my mail is going over there. Wait a minute. Because my ex-wife put a change of address in. See, these white judges, they don't see nothing what the law says, because all they see is you a guy, you guilty. That's it. They are biased, racist, and everything. That's why I hate women judges, man. I can't stand a fucking women judge. I hate all women judges. I hate all women now. I'm not gonna lie, I can't stand women. You know, I have not found, well, I've seen a couple of decent people, but in Minnesota, they are very racist. Some of them are very racist, hateful, bias, and everything else, and they lie their fucking asses off, man. Like this idiot, we had the same. There's no way. You see, this is the funny thing. There's no way on God's green earth. No, I can't use that word because I don't even think that there's a God. Because if there was, these motherfuckers would be struck dead right now. Nowhere on this face of this earth that you're supposed to have two people with the same exact restraining order. Two people. Now, I never, and then they lie on the restraining order. And if there was any investigation, which the sheriff's department never did no investigation, because if they would have done an investigation, they would have seen all over the websites that they've been communicating, that they've been setting me up for the longest. And you can see my ex-wife and this person, yeah, I'm going to put a restraining order out on them too, so don't worry about it, And I'm like, now if this private investigator found all of this information out, went through every fucking sites that they go to, went through their Facebook pages and all of this shit, they telephone numbers and all of that shit, seen the text messages from each other, and you mean to tell me the police, the sheriff's department couldn't find the same shit what the private investigator found out? Couldn't find out, well, yeah, don't worry, Margaret, I'll put a restraining order out on his feet. Don't worry about nothing, okay? I just need his date of birth and social security number. And what right did she have to give out my information? You see? What right did that bitch have to give out my information? You see? It is so corrupt in the state of Minnesota of the system, from the courts, from the clerks, filing false documents on an individual, from the so-called judges coming from other counties that has no business in this county, to file a dismissal order, lie, and state did not appear. When I asked for a continuancy on the phone, and the clerk of the court words was, and I got it on recording too, he's not going to give you no continuancy. How come not? It is a snowstorm. And guess what? She said, well, he's at home, so he's not coming to the courts. I'm stuck in the fucking snow. Highway 19. I did a video on January 5th, 2023. Stuck in a snowstorm. But his order don't mean shit because he violated my constitutional rights to be in court. You see, and that judge has committed not only perjury, but conspiracy to sign a court order like that. When it was a snowstorm, every court cases were canceled. Murder trials were canceled. People that just got arrested, their cases were canceled. Everything was canceled. The courts were closed because of the snowstorm in January. And that judge was biased. Because you see, the first thing is this here. It says even in the court rules, the courts will not hold court if there's a snowstorm, blizzard, tornado, earthquake, etc., etc. You will get a new court date. That's what it says in their own policy. But this judge not only committed bias and hate, but also committed fraud on a legal document. And people stop saying, well, contact the office for attorneys and shit, judges, and that don't mean shit. They'll always protect each other, man. I seen a lot of black judges take their asses get locked up. I seen a lot of prosecutors get locked up, okay? But not in Minnesota. Now, there was a deputy that got locked up in Minnesota in 2020 for perjury, planting evidence, false testimony, false reports. And he made a deal so federal charges wasn't filed on him. And he made a deal and he got sentenced to 5 years in state prison. And then he got added another, I think it was another 6 years. So he had to do, I think he has to do 7 years in state prison before he's eligible for parole in Minnesota. And that deputy was from Faribault, Minnesota. Yeah. Now, these motherfuckers, I was married all that time, man. I've never hit my wife in my life. I don't hit women. I never hit no woman in my life, man. You know? And the way they were so fucking stupid, dude. It shows the deputies helping them move shit into the patrol cars, dude. And they go into a different county, dude. You got what's not even Faribault County, because this is a different county. Steele County is a total different county than Faribault County. That's two different counties, man. You got to have this supervisor's permission to cross this county. And if any supervisor said, wait a minute, what are you doing? Well, I'm moving this person because she claimed she was domestic violence to this county. Oh, hell no. That's what's supposed to happen. That's what's supposed to happen, you know? And it is so funny because somebody said to me, you still got that report? I says, yeah. When I seen her in January and ended up in the hospital, and that's the day that I found out that she had what she had and stuff. Yeah, I was fucking pissed, man. And they did a report there, and I never forget because the Apple Valley Police Department investigated it. Well, the hospital called them and said, look, I got a gentleman here that got beat up real bad by his wife. I need to make a report, you know, because this is domestic violence. And so they took my pictures, bleeding in my face and everything, and on my neck, and she scratched me and shit, man, you know, and bit me and stuff, you know. And I never forget her words when I told them, you know, and then they heard the video. And so then that's when the officer said, she got what? Did she say what I think she said? I said, yep. It was recorded when she was fucking attacking me, man. And then the bombshell came later. After they did the investigation, they spoke with the prosecutor of that county and says, well, we can't do nothing. Now, if she drives by, we can lock her ass up. We can get her ass if she drives by through our county, but you got to go through Faribault County, man. And I'm sorry, because those deputies, that sheriff's department is what we know, Apple Valley police officers know, is that they don't give a fuck about, you know, if a woman attacks a guy or anything like that. They can get away with murder in Faribault County, but not in this county. We lock you both up for domestic violence. Fuck that. Oh, hell no. You know, but in Faribault County, you got deputies that sleep with the so-called victims and everything else. See, what needs to be shut down is all restraining orders, because they lie on restraining orders. I did a motion to recall a restraining order, had the proof. Everything she said in the restraining order was a lie. She said I called her. My phone, and the house phone at that time, does not have no numbers of me calling her, anything. See, there was an attorney who says, man, you the first person, no, you the second person I know that has a restraining order on you, and she's trying to get you to go see her, and you refuse to. I'm not going to see that bitch. Once that happened, that's it. Once you cheat, you lie, and then what you try to do to me, try to kill me, and your ass is not locked up, oh, fuck that. Oh, I forgot, because she is Korean. I forgot, and she's a woman. I totally forgot that shit, man. I totally forgot. And that's what it's about in the state of Minnesota. You could be black, Mexican, Puerto Rican. You argue with your woman, you go to jail. They could try to kill you. They could try to poison you. They could put false restraining orders out. And that's one thing the courts love, is false restraining orders. They love that shit. They love that. The courts love that in the state of Minnesota. You see, in California, you can't do that shit no more. California tells them straight the fuck out. You best to have proof. We're not talking about he say, she say, nothing like that. You see, and then in California, when you get somebody for domestic violence in California, your ass gets caught lying, and it's proven that you lied, you go to jail. But not in Minnesota. It's okay for these motherfucking punk ass pigs, cops, sheriff, deputies to lie and everything else, man. It's okay for that, man. Especially in federal. It's okay for that. You know, that's okay. You know, but you see, they forget about one important thing, man. You see, is that sooner or later, the persons and the people that you have hurt and accused of, they got the right for revenge. They got the right. They have that constitutional right. You see, and that's what people don't understand. We got the right, the constitutional right to clear our names, no matter which way and how we do it. We have that right to do that. You see, like I filed a federal lawsuit, and everything was with the federal lawsuit, everything. And the clerk kept interfering with the lawsuit, interfering with the lawsuit, interfering with the lawsuit. And I sent them a letter. I said, look, man, this is what your state, Washington, D.C., Secretary of State said. I want a copy of your oath of office that you got on file. You have to have on file with your Secretary of State in Washington, D.C., a copy of your oath of office, because I'm going to be holding your bond for $20 million for interfering with the lawsuit. All documents was there. All fee waivers was there. Everything was there. Everything was there. And he kept sending it back, sending it back, sending it back. But it finally got to the United States Superior Court. Now it's on hold. Now it's on hold. You know, and it's ridiculous. It's fucking ridiculous. I got the right to go after these motherfuckers for the crimes, the pain, the suffering, the misery, the emotional distress that they have caused me, and the harm financially, mentally. I got that right to go after these motherfuckers, man. I have that right, you know? And it's a shame. It's nobody can understand. Everybody's reading everything from what happened January 1st. And they say, everybody's come back with the same even the investigator, he said to me, my main question is why she's not locked up. Why the fuck this woman is not prosecuted? Because they are all corrupt. That's why she's not prosecuted. That's why she was never locked up, because they are all fucking corrupt. That courthouse is so fucking corrupt, and the sheriff's department is so fucking corrupt. They plant evidence and everything. They show on the video, when I'm showing this shit, they see on video how they put in makeup on her face. The same fucking makeup I use on her. They put on her face, act like she got a black eye. And I'm like, you dirty motherfuckers. I can see the brush marks right there on her cheek. You dirty motherfuckers, man. You about some stupid, crooked motherfuckers. I used to do her makeup for her, you know? So I know the bristles. I know how the bristles go on her face and shit. I'm like, you some dirty, corrupt motherfucker. And while they doing this in the house, it's being recorded. They didn't even see the videos there. They didn't even see the videos there while they all moving her out, putting everything in the sheriff's car, the deputy's car, going to another county. They didn't, you know, and then once this was shown, they're like, oh, fuck this, man. Now, what you gonna do? You gonna go after this bitch? That's all I wanna know. You gonna go after this bitch? She has to be charged. She made a false police report. She has to be charged. Y'all destroyed my fucking name. Them fucking deputies planted evidence. I never hit a woman in my life, man. Never. Never hit a woman in my life. Never. It hurts, man. It hurts. But Minnesota, man, you got some racist motherfucking corrupt bastards in the courts in Minnesota, man. And none of them are bonded. None of them. And they're not supposed to touch no court cases, no nothing, man. These clerks, man, let me explain something to you people. Anytime you got to file anything with the clerks and they do not file that, they have to be arrested by federal laws. Because this is what happened to me. Every time I had to file something, they take it and I'm like, well, you got to file this and I need a copy. We'll mail you a copy. No. I want the court stamp on it, the court seal on it, the time, the date that I gave this to you. That's what I want. But I was ordered by the judge. I don't give a fuck about no judge. Judge don't run shit. The Constitution runs the judge. Okay? Now, I got the right to file this under federal laws. If you deny to file these documents, you are committing a federal crime. So many cases out there. So many cases out there, man. So many cases. But the Social Security office, man, administration, them motherfuckers promote. They want veterans. They want disabled people homeless. They say that we overpaid you or you did not know about this, but we're going to take your money anyway. We're going to deny you a feed waiver or anything regardless, but we won't deny them to white people. Wow. Wow. You know, when I used to see on the news how people used to go down and just blow shit up and kill motherfuckers, I understand that now. I truly understand that now. You know, I really, truly understand that. And I have so much sympathy for those people, man. You know, there's so much fucking corruption in the courthouses and in Congress, and from the Republicans, Democrats, senators, governors, mayors. There's so much corruption. It is so amazing where these motherfuckers, you see, we the people can stop all of this shit. We the people can stop all of this corruption straight from the top, all the way down. Start holding these motherfuckers accountable, man. You know, and stop saying about violence. This country was built on violence, built on hate, built on discrimination, built on murder, built on rape, built on genocide. This Congress was built on, this government, this country was built on that completely. Completely. You got a rapist, corrupt motherfucker that y'all praise, and then it's so amazing. Y'all hate rape, y'all hate gays and lesbians, but yet y'all got a picture of your so-called Jesus Christ, which was Da Vinci's lover, that painted the picture of Jesus Christ because that is the picture of his lover. But y'all hate, y'all don't like gays and lesbians, but you wear a cross and you carry a picture of Jesus Christ in your wallet. When that's not even a picture of Jesus Christ, that's a picture of Da Vinci's lover. Wow. Y'all some stupid motherfuckers in America. You know? And then you got this lying ass Trump going around saying China's hurting. China's not hurting. China is not hurting from this tough war. China, other countries is with China. You know? And no, the ones that's hurting are we, the people. Not the government employees, not Congress, not Republicans, not Democrats, not senators. No, it's us normal people that are the ones that's hurting. Us normal people are the ones that's hurting. You see? And it's so ironic how everybody voted for a rapist. Got his picture all over. See, them pictures got to be taken down at the Social Security office because they are promoting and praising a rapist, a criminal. Those pictures should not be in no government official building. Just like the flags are not supposed to be around no government official building. Y'all know about that, huh? Yeah. See, we got the right to burn the flag. That's our constitutional right, freedom of speech. So many cases on that. Fuck that flag. That flag don't mean shit. That flag's a piece of shit. France need to come and take the Statue of Liberty back. They got that right to take the Statue of Liberty. They have that right. Because the United States been paying interest off the Statue of Liberty to France. So France got that right to take the Statue of Liberty back. It doesn't belong to the United States. It doesn't belong in the New York Harbor. And the Statue of Liberty was never that big. And the Statue of Liberty was not a white person. The original Statue of Liberty was a black person breaking off the chains. You didn't know that, huh? Yeah. You didn't even know that Wall Street was originally Black Wall Street. It was never just Wall Street. It was Black Wall Street. You didn't know that, huh? You know that Wall Street was completely demolished because all blacks lived there, huh? You didn't know that, huh? Like in New Jersey. Every store out there back then was all black owned. You didn't know that, huh? So how did they get rid of them? They burst the dam up there. See, you didn't know about history. Y'all know about history. Y'all know shit. Y'all only go by what these stupid motherfuckers lies to you. Tell you on lies and everything else that they tell you. That's what y'all go by. Yeah, that's what y'all go by. Even YouTube has become so corrupt. They did a thing the other day, and it kind of like caught my eye, and I was trying to find a picture that I took on it, right? So they had something on YouTube that they did, right? And it said that it happened July 2025. I'm like, wait a minute. This is not even fucking, July's not even here yet. And YouTube posted something on YouTube about what happened July 2025. And I couldn't believe it. They literally said happened July 2025. And I've been trying to find that on YouTube. You know, I've been looking for it really, really good too, man. And I can't find it. So I guess somebody else had to call in about it, you know. But YouTube posted something on YouTube talking about July 2025. Oh, here it was right here. But, you know, this is not the one. But Republican judge tells Trump that he is not above the law. This happened February 2025. Federal judge, Republican judges, tells Trump that he is not above the law and he can be prosecuted while in office. See? Yeah. And told his law firms to that, you know. But there was something that they I remember what they did. They posted a case that's supposed to happen July 2025, and this is not even July. And they did it on YouTube in February. And they said, well, this is what happened July 2025 on this case here. But July 2025 is not even here yet. So how did they? And they said it twice. They even stamped the date up there, July 2025. This case was dismissed against 17 officers for rape and assaulting a child I think it was out of Texas or Alabama, one of those two states. And they said it happened on July 2025. Happened July 2025. Officers was cleared of all charges for rape, murder, and sexual assault charges. 2025 of July. July 5th, 2025 is what it said. And I couldn't believe it, man. And this was February when YouTube is posting now. YouTube is putting up on YouTube now some crazy stuff, man. Some crazy lies. Propaganda stuff, man. YouTube is putting up. Even Twitter. Twitter's doing the same thing. Twitter's putting up propaganda stuff, man. Years ago, propaganda was against the law, but now it's not. Just like raping somebody is not against the law no more. You can rape whoever the hell you want to rape, man. Yeah, you can rape, you can molest whoever the hell you want to molest, because they say that it was okay for your president, and they promote your government promotes rape, murder, genocide, corruption, homeless, racism, and discrimination. That's what this government promotes. There's no ifs and no buts about it. There's no ifs and no buts about it. And this motherfucker, man, everybody talks so much about the NAACP. Fuck them. NAACP ain't shit. Okay? And any judge that goes with Trump has committed treason and committed hate, discrimination, racism. And let's get one fucking thing clear for the last fucking time, man. This lousy country, so-called America, does not belong to you. This country belongs to the blacks, the Indians, and the Spanish, as y'all call them Mexico. And I hope to God, if that Mexican president, she's a hero. She is my hero. She is a queen. I got the utmost respect for her. If she has any power, she needs to take back all of her land. From Florida all the way up to Texas, all the way up to Canada. They need to take Mexico back. Take it all back. I will fight in the war for her. Take it all back. You know, take it all back. Y'all people are not ready for what's really going to happen. Y'all not. You know. And one thing I do love very much about what Mexico did is you motherfuckers need a visa. And it's up to their government to allow you in. But you people are so stupid, you go by what these white motherfuckers tell you. That's how stupid and ignorant. Damn, my Kofi keeps messing around. That's how stupid and ignorant y'all people really are. See, y'all don't have the common sense. You people don't have the knowledge or the common sense whatsoever to think for yourselves. Because if you had the common sense, you will understand and see that, number one, everything this idiot is doing is behind retaliation, hate, discrimination, corruption, treason. Everything he is doing. I'm still trying to understand, how did he get back in office? He was never supposed to be in office from the beginning, because you have a criminal president, you have a criminal attorney general that is harboring immigrants because his wife is an immigrant. She ain't supposed to be in this country. Trump ain't even supposed to be in this country. Why nobody can show Trump's birth certificate of the United States? Because he doesn't have one. Trump was brought to New York City through Ellis Island with his mom and his dad. Okay? So his mother and father wasn't United States citizens. He's not a United States citizen. And then you attack the Constitution. It's not about a temporary restraining order or a temporary court order or injunction. It's supposed to be stopped, period. But you see, when you got judges that do that temporary shit, they waiting on their pay. They waiting on their kickback. So these judges, IRS supposed to be going after these judges. Start treating out their accounts. See the millions and millions of dollars they're getting that they're not reporting to the IRS. You see, Trump has never been rich. He's never been a rich man. He's always been a con man and a predator. Even in Studio 54, he's always been a predator against women. Okay? So you people are just really stupid, man. You people are really fucking stupid. You know, like ban TikTok. For what? That's unconstitutional. That's an unconstitutional ban. Because you see, now you have to ban Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. No ifs and no buts. There's no ifs and no buts. There's no such thing as national security threat. The national security threat and the enemy is our own government. Republicans, Democrat, Congress, governors, mayors. That's the threat. And yet, not one so-called women's movement went against Trump. You can't say a fucking thing when a black guy beats the shit out of a white woman or rape a white woman. You can't say a fucking thing. Shut your fucking mouth. Shut your fucking mouth. Then that vice president, that racist motherfucker, man, he got booed out so bad, man. People hate his ass. They don't even want him in this state. And then you people believe in your stupid ass hearts and minds that citizens supposed to protect the president. No, there's nothing in the Constitution that says that when a president goes to another state, that state has to protect that. Nothing in the Constitution whatsoever, man. Fuck him. And then I don't get it. You got this man, so-called Pope, whatever the fuck you call him, that died, and he flew out there to that country when he's not supposed to because he's a felony. Trump's a felon. He ain't supposed to be in nobody's country. See, immigration is supposed to take him into custody. Right then and there. I don't give a fuck what country he fly to. Their immigration is supposed to take him into custody, seize his plane, and get his ass out of their country. Because now you can't say shit. Those countries can't say a fucking thing about somebody else want to go into their country that's a felon. They can't say a fucking thing no more because now you can sue that country for discrimination, for hate, because they allow one, they gotta allow all. No, there's no ifs, no buts. Fuck being a president or anything. That country supposed to put their military around that plane, take in custody that motherfucking Trump, hold him through their customs, hold his security force through their customs because they brought guns into their country. So you got no right to say what other people do. You have no authority. You lost all authority. You lost all these other countries lost all respect, man. They can't say shit. It's just like in the Philippines, this white man go out there and start all that shit, hitting people, attacking people, and he want the United States government to help him. Fuck him. Let that motherfucker do the time out there in the Philippines, what he did. He hitting people, attacking people in the Philippines. Man, the Philippines ain't no place to be joking around with, boy, because your ass will be in that. That's like Turkey. There was a Republican son in Turkey back in the 70s that got busted for drugs. He was shipping from Turkey to the United States before he can get on his plane, interstate plane. He got busted with black tar heroin on him. And they kept his ass in the prison out there. And they made a movie behind it, too. They made a movie behind it. And they sent some guys out there from the military to try to snatch him, but they got killed back then. That was in the 70s. And it was a Republican's son that got busted out there. Midnight Train, it was called. Midnight Train, I believe it was called. Midnight Train. That movie, Midnight Train. And it was a Republican's son that got busted out there. So they did a movie about it. And he got busted trying to leave that country. I think it was Turkey. Leave that country with black tar heroin strapped to his body. And they busted him. And he ended up in a prison out there. He ended up in a prison for life until he escaped. Yeah. Until he escaped. Yeah. And he ended up in the United States and said, they did this big fucking movie. See, I noticed how these motherfuckers do movies like, you got, like, it's so, this is how stupid people are in America, man. You got signs out there, and the lifeguards say, don't go in the water, there's sharks. There's fucking sharks, man. Big ass signs, sharks in the water, do not swim out there, do not swim. This happened in Long Beach. And it happened in Santa Monica Beach too, especially Santa Monica Beach. They'll put the signs out there and the floats out there. Don't go out there in the water because there's sharks, right? Don't go out there in the water because there's sharks, okay? Fine and dandy. So you got these white people that want to go out there to surf. Fuck the shark signs, fuck all of that. Like this white broad. She went out there to surf. See the signs, don't go out there because there's sharks. So this white bitch gets her leg taken off or her hand taken off, and they make a big movie about it. And if you ever notice, they always make a movie where they make this white person look pure, look innocent, when all that is bullshit. All of that is bullshit. You know, and now, let's see. Well, first of all, I never heard of a black person ever getting eaten up by a shark. I never heard of a Mexican person ever getting eaten up by a shark. Matter of fact, I never even heard or seen any black person or Mexican person do that Jacques Cousteau bullshit, go underwater like that. I've never seen that in my whole time of life. I wonder what, oh, I understand it now. Because we have more fucking intelligence than they do. Now I understand it. You know, it's amazing how stupid American people really are, man. And then you got the house niggas and house bitches. I love me, Trump, but you just lost your job. Do you love Trump still? Do you love Trump still? You just lost your job. So you can't say shit because you voted and promoted a predator in the office, a criminal. So when that happens to your family, you can't say a motherfucking thing. Because nobody should be giving you no sympathy, no nothing when it happens to you. Whatsoever. You are all some stupid motherfuckers in this country. Y'all need to get put the fuck out. Every one of you are immigrants, man. Every one of you. Blacks, Spanish, and Indians this country belongs to. That's who this country belongs to. Not no racist white people. No racist white people whatsoever. Take your ass back to England where you fuck you from. All you corrupt motherfuckers, man. I feel sorry for that federal judge. And I hope she got the balls where she does have the power. She has the fucking power to go after every one of those corrupt judges and that fucking prosecutor so hard, man. See, it's amazing, man. It's amazing. You know how dirty this motherfucker made America. Every country hates America. You can't even go now to another country because you're not welcome. No fucking American is welcome in any country out of the United States. And that is so beautiful. That is so fucking beautiful. There's no fucking body in this country that is allowed to go to another country. And that is really beautiful, man. That is fucking awesome, man. Y'all just stupid, man. You people are really stupid, man. You know? And it's so ironic how you go by what this man says when he doesn't have the authority to make no laws. He doesn't have the authority to pass no laws. He has no authority to write no laws. You don't believe me? Look up your Constitution, your original Constitution. There's plenty of case laws out there about that too. Presidents don't have no vice president, no vice president. No one in government official has the right to make or pass any laws or executive orders. Only one that can pass a law is Congress. And Congress cannot pass a law once it violates the law of the land, which is the Constitution. The Constitution is the law of the land. The Constitution is the law of the land. But now, it's Social Security, man. They some dirty motherfuckers, man. They are really some dirty motherfuckers. I didn't even know that that was too. I was getting something by order of the courts, and they took it. They said, no, we're gonna charge you this, we're gonna charge you that. Motherfucker, how do you expect for me to pay any fucking thing, man? How the fuck? It's not my problem. Good. I'm glad you feel that way, man. I hope the fuck it happens to your motherfucking asses too, man. I hope you motherfuckers lose your job, be homeless and every fucking thing too, man. I hate these fucking racist white motherfuckers, man, in government. I can't stand them, man. I can't fucking stand them. So fucking corrupt. But a white person walks in there. This bitch got out of a 2024, it said on there. 2024 Cadillac Escalade. One of them SUV Cadillacs, man. This bitch got out of there. And her friend go, why we park all the way down here? Because I don't want them to see my car. Wow. And there's nothing wrong with this bitch. And then you hear her, oh, your appeal was granted. You don't have to pay nothing back. Wow. Ain't that about a bitch? And then I saw this other lady, what really shocked me. And it's like, wait a minute. These fucking women coming up in here. This one lady, man, she was Asian. And they pulled up in 3 different cars. One was a fucking a BMW, a black BMW, and it had a black plate on it, a black license plate. It said something. Another car had not handicap plates, but had a handicap thing in the window, and that was a fucking SUV, a Ford SUV, one of them Ford big SUVs, and it looked like a 2002 or 2003, and this other lady, they were all together, man. They were all fucking together, man. They pulling up in expensive cars, and I'm like, ain't this about a bitch, man? So the women in Minnesota, as long as you're not black, you can get away with your fraud and everything else. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. Come on, prove me wrong. Because you see, if these motherfuckers, these corrupt deputies, would investigate any fucking thing, they would have seen that my wife lied, Sue Johnson lied. Oh, let me tell you what that bitch tell me. Don't make me put another restraining order out on your ass. Go on and do it. Go on and do it. That's what you do. Go on and do it. Because you see, this time we'll be in federal court. You see, we ain't going to your Klansman court. We're going to federal court. See, I got that fucking right. I don't give a fuck what the fuck you say. See, she moved in with her on 5/7/2020, and that bitch told her, put on her paperwork. She hasn't been in contact with my ex-wife for years, but they always been in contact. If they would have went through their Facebook, their phones, they always been in contact with each other. Always. Always been in contact with each other. You know? And it's amazing how bitches can get on paperwork, lie their fucking ass off, and these fucking corrupt courts listen to this bullshit. See, that's what I'm gonna do. Next person lie on me, I'm taking your life. I got that right to take your life. I got that fucking constitutional right to take your fucking life. I have that right to take your fucking life. I'm not taking this shit no more from nobody. I don't give a fuck no more, man. I don't give a fuck no more. I don't give a fuck no more. I don't give a fuck no more. It's time to either kill me because I don't give a fuck no more, man. I hate you motherfuckers, man, with passion. I hate you fucking corrupt motherfuckers with passion, you know? I hate every one of you motherfuckers with passion, you know? And that's the truth, man. That's the fucking truth. I'm going through so much shit right now. The court said to my ex-wife, it's okay to commit perjury. It's okay to put false documents in courts. It's okay You know, I even looked at the judge and I said, are you really going to believe this bullshit? And then she stood there telling the judge, oh, I'm not paying rent right now, but I'm paying $1,000 rent. But oh, man. It's so much fucking corruption in these court systems, man. I really see it now, how these motherfuckers go out killing these son of bitches, man. I really believe it now. I understand it. I truly high off Hitler. That's my man. Hitler is my man. I admire Hitler so much. He's my hero, man. Hitler is my fucking hero, man. You know, because he could not stand these motherfuckers, man. Hitler was my hero, man. And you got Trump as your hero, which is a rapist, a criminal, a hater, discrimination, and every fucking thing. And then he tells you to remove all blacks from military. Dig up all over the United States. Black cemeteries are dug up. Or military, from all branches of military. And you people sit back and say, oh, it's okay. You about some stupid motherfuckers, man. That motherfucker has committed treason. What it says, anyone that commits treason against the Constitution and the people of the Constitution, the penalty for treason is hung in public. And that's what's supposed to be happening to every one of those motherfuckers. Every one of those corrupt motherfuckers, man, that's committed treason. Every one of them. I tilt my hat to that judge, man. You know, she was right. She had the right to do what she did. She has a fucking right to do what she did. You know what? Call me up, Judge. I'll protect you. I'll kill anybody that goes around you, Judge. I'll protect you. She has every right. Because you see, Trump is a foreigner. The government is not only helping and aiding and abetting a criminal. Trump's families are foreigners. You see, that's why he tried to do that bullshit to try to remove United States birthrights. That's why he tried to do that bullshit. But you see, you stupid motherfuckers go for that stupid shit. Trump can't pass no laws. He can't write no laws. He doesn't have the authority to write, to pass laws. When will you stupid motherfuckers wake up? He has no authority to pass anything. No executive orders, no laws, no nothing. Read the original Constitution. Presidents do not, no vice president, no government, no agents, anyone in official office do not have the authority or the power to pass any laws. The only one that can pass laws is Congress, from both parts, all Congress. Congress cannot pass no laws if it violates the Constitution, if it violates commit treason, criminal acts. They cannot pass anything. It's not void. It's void, like it never happened. And you want to go fight for this country. For what? You ain't fighting for the Constitution. You're fighting for a corporation. That's what you're fighting for. That's what you're fighting for. And let me see. They claim that Trump made a deal with Ukraine when Russia owns Ukraine now. So he can't make no deal with Ukraine. Russia owns Ukraine. So he can't make no deal with Ukraine for nothing. No oil, no gas, no nothing. He cannot make no deal with Ukraine. Ukraine belongs to Russia now. Bro, y'all some stupid motherfuckers, man. Y'all stupid, man. Damn. Fuck, man. Y'all some stupid people, man. Yes. The Social Security promotes and helps 1,000% to make veterans and disabled people homeless. They do. They do. And they are so fucking corrupt and racist. It's not even funny, man. Even like, you know what was so amazing? I used to go to the Social Security office in Wilshire, you know, and before they had the original people there, man. They were very respectable. I didn't give a fuck. They didn't give a fuck. You know what? Yes, this is not your fault. This is our fault. We waiving this. Period. You know, you don't have to pay this back. You know, yes, this is when you come in. Yes, all right. You here? Okay, good. Blase, blase. You know, you always had to go to the Social Security office, always to do everything. You know, and that's the way it always should be. Period. To make sure it's you. You know, and when in California, the Social Security office was never the way it is now. Okay, they had people there that was considerate, respectable, and cared. You know, literally cared about the next mankind. You know, and nowadays these motherfuckers don't give a fuck about nothing, man. One person tell you one thing, and another person tell you something totally different. What it said, like I've been complaining about when this fucker did my paperwork, you know, because I can't see that shit, man. I can't see that paperwork, man. And so what happened was, you see, I wear glasses. I'm partially blind in this eye right here. I wear glasses, okay? So he puts on my paperwork, no glasses. What the fuck are those? I wear glasses. What the fuck you talking about? You know, what the fuck? He had all my paperwork different, and I've been trying to get and then they tell you got a certain amount of time to call us so we could change this. I've been calling and calling and calling. Nobody's never called me back. Nobody, not one fucking call back. Not one fuck. So I went down to the Social Security office in a place called it's a place called St. Cloud or some shit. St. Cloud, whatever you call it. And I'm there, and I ended up in the hospital, man. I don't remember what happened. I remember falling or something, hitting my head or something, man, and my blood pressure was high like a motherfucker, man. It was fucking high, man, and they wouldn't let me out, and I'm fighting with them. I still got the mark in my arms, dude. I got this fucking big ass hole in my arm where they put this thing in my arm, man. It's been bleeding all day, you know. And I took some toilet paper to keep wiping the blood off. It finally clogged up, I guess, you know. And it was fucking crazy, man. My blood pressure was really high, and I hate hospitals, man. I don't even like that hospital, man. You know. I hate fucking hospitals. The nurses there were very rude. Very fucking rude, man. You know, very fucking rude. You know, very rude. In that fucking hospital, man. They was fucking rude. You know. It's not like the hospital in Hutchinson. They never showed no disrespect to no patient that I've seen. They show always respect in Hutchinson, man. But that hospital in that place called St. Cloud, whatever the fuck, them motherfuckers are some evil motherfucking nurses in that hospital, dude. They are very disrespectful. They yell at you and every fucking thing else, man. You don't know how bad I wish I could have just bust one of them upside their heads, man. That's just what I was feeling. You know, get me the fuck out of here, man. Call the fucking doctor, get me out of here. I got to get the fuck out of this hospital, man. I'm not going to keep tolerating the way y'all talking to me, man. They are very fucking rude in that hospital, man. St. Cloud. It was called St. Cloud Hospital. They are very fucking rude there. Very fucking rude. You know? I wouldn't sign nothing, man. I'm tired of these motherfucking racist bastards, man. That's the first time I ever been in a hospital and they were so fucking rude, dude. So fucking rude. That bitch, man, she just fucking like, wow, you talking to me like that, you know? And I mean, they were very rude, man, very rude. Nothing compared to the Hutchinson Hospital, man. I've never once seen them show no disrespect to a patient, no hate, no racism. Never seen that in the Hutchinson Hospital, Hutchinson Care, Hutchinson, whatever the fuck you call it, Health Partners, whatever the fuck. Never seen it. But there in that hospital, man, oh man, them motherfuckers were racist like a motherfucker, dude. And then I noticed there was a white guy that got sick, I guess. They was bringing him in, older guy. They talked real nice to him, talk like I'm a bitch, talk to me like I'm no respect, no nothing to me, you know? And I noticed that, well, he was white, you know, that I noticed. He was white or light-skinned and talked to me like I was a dog. No, man, fuck that hospital, man. Fuck that hospital, you know? And then they say, well, we got to drug test you. Motherfucker, I don't use drugs and I don't drink, you know? And I found that very offensive, man. I told her, what the fuck you talking about drug testing me? I don't fucking use drugs. I don't fucking drink. The fuck wrong with you? That's just what I was saying, man. I find that very offensive, man. I find that shit very offensive. That fucking hospital needs to be shut the fuck down, man. They have no fucking respect. They have no fucking respect, you know, and that's the bottom line, man. That was a nasty fucking hospital I ever seen in my life. People, the way they treated me, so very disrespectful, man. Very disrespectful. I hate that hospital. St. Cloud, your hospital need to be shut down. Every one of you need to be fucking fired with your racist asses, man. You know, point blank. Don't ask me no. Don't ask. I'm waiting for them to send me one of those things to ask about my experience. My experience there was lousy. You showed racism. You showed disrespect to me. That's what the fuck you showed to me. Oh, and then the doctor kept saying to me, well, where you sleeping tonight? Are you homeless? Motherfucker, I got sick out here. What the fuck are you talking about? Man, I hate that fucking. Oh, I never want to go to that hospital again, man. That motherfucker need to be tore down, put into a parking lot, dude. Everybody there need to be fired, dude. Them nurses was fucking rude and every fucking thing else, man. You know, and I got sick in the Social Security office. I don't remember what happened after that. My mind was gone, man. It was like I couldn't remember. I couldn't remember shit, man. And then I went to the Social Security office this morning, and I'm fucking with this fucking guy, man. He doesn't know shit, you know. And I'm like, well, this is what it says. And I pulled up the law, well, the rules in that book. This is what it says here, you know. But yet they say, well, that's our policy. And I'm like, policies are not laws, dude. Not even for the Social Security office. Policies are not laws, man. You know, what I couldn't figure out, man. And oh man, I hate Minnesota. Minnesota is a racist motherfucking state, man. If I was governor, every one of these motherfuckers be behind bars for it. They hate and they racism, man. They wouldn't have a job, man. They would not have a job, you know. They would not. And then it's kind of weird though, because they say, well, we put in millions of dollars to help the homeless, but there's nothing there that's helping the homeless unless you're white. So a white homeless person can get an apartment, a brand new car, but a black homeless person can't get no funding or help. A Mexican homeless person can't get no funding or no help. An Indian guy homeless person can't get no funding or help. But a woman can, but a guy can't. And if that's not discriminating, I don't know what the fuck is, man. But one thing about Minnesota, you got some hateful, racist motherfuckers in Minnesota. You got some racist, hateful motherfuckers in Minnesota. From the courts in Minnesota, Sibling County Courthouse has committed fraud false documents, missing documents, which is a federal offense. The judge that was hearing my motion never heard my motion, never saw me, refused to give me a court date on a fucking snowstorm. And he writes, I never showed up when his ass was at his fucking house drinking a beer or a glass of wine. And let me explain something to you idiots. Video recording is not legal. It is illegal. So many cases in the United States Superior Court already ruled that. You cannot, it's just like, you idiots. These churches are nothing but a con game, a pyramid game. God never said to go to church. You can't find nowhere in the original Bible God mentioned anything about a fucking church or about a pope. Nothing whatsoever. There's no such thing in the original history of a pope. All of this shit was a made-up story. All of this, you're not going to heaven if you don't give the church money. That's a bunch of bullshit. You got these pastors and these priests out here that got more money than you do. And these churches don't give a fuck about you being homeless, hungry, or anything like that. All they care about is like the Republicans and Democrats, your votes. All they care about is your money. I seen a black pastor, the devil. He's the first one I seen go to prison. First one I seen go to prison for the corruption that he did. And he was out of Alabama. He was a pastor in Alabama, whatever the fuck you call him. Black guy got jewelry on, gold watches, a Rolls Royce, a billion dollar church that he's trying to make. And God said, you got to give this money so I could fly in my new jet. Y'all some stupid motherfuckers, man. Every one of those pastors are corrupt motherfucking criminals. And then there's this one guy, man, what really cracks me up, man. You're healed. You're healed. And these people fake that. Y'all. Oh, we selling. I'm gonna be selling my piss, man, for holy water. I'm gonna take it to the church. I need you to bless my piss, man, so I can start selling this bottle of piss for $10 a bottle. Holy water. I'm telling you, for American people, some stupid motherfuckers. Man, I got holy water for sale. $10 a bottle. Jesus said this water is holy. I got it purified and holy by Jesus Christ. I'm gonna kick Tony's ass for leaving this shit in my apartment, man. Motherfucker, I told him about coming over here with that bullshit water, Aquafina water. Shit. Oh, man, it is fucking hilarious, man. Y'all people are fucking stupid, man. You know, y'all, American people are the most stupidest motherfuckers in history. See, these motherfuckers didn't know shit, man. They didn't know nothing. They didn't know nothing about how to plant or any fucking thing. They didn't know nothing about digging up shit or excavating or any fucking thing. They was taught that, you know, and then they call themselves experts. They know fucking that. You know what cracks me up, though, is that you got these motherfuckers talking about they're experts on something, and they ain't an expert on a motherfucking thing, man. But back to the Social Security office, man. Somebody please explain to me why white people get away with fraud and get they motherfucking feed waivers granted when other races cannot. And why is it always women that drive expensive cars get their shit waived, but the poor people and the disabled people can't? Why is that? See, them motherfuckers need to be investigated, man. These motherfuckers make us homeless with nothing. And then they wonder why we hate them. And I hate them. I hate every one of them, man. I hope their families die. I hope they get in car accidents. If they got kids, I hope their kids get killed. I hate them all, man. I hate every motherfucking one of these racist motherfuckers, man, in Minnesota, man. I really do. I hate them. I hate them with passion, man. If I saw one of them getting in an accident, I'll just look and piss on the ground for them, man. You know? Like, I did a motion, man. And it was denied, but on what grounds? So they put some bullshit in there. They fabricate words into the motion for it not to be granted. But yet, there was a snowstorm on January 3rd, 2023. I was supposed to be there January 3rd, 2023 at 1 o'clock. Could not make it. I left early. Just to get down there. On Highway 19, I couldn't control it. The snow was so deep, man. I went out of control on my car, man. The snow was fucking, I never drove in that shit like that, man. Snow was all the way up to the tires. When I went around and went into the side, there was snow up in my engine and every fucking thing. So I couldn't make it, man. And they called me to tell me that the judge ain't coming in. Okay, well, when is the next court date? Oh, he's not giving you another court date. Wait a minute, the judge is not coming in, but he's not giving me another court date. That's just what I told the clerk. What the fuck are you talking about? I'm stuck on Highway 19. He has to give me another court date. There's no ifs and no buts. Or his ruling is void, which it is void. His ruling is void. There's no ifs and no buts about it. There's case laws on that. You know, and that's what I'm hitting this motherfucking ass with, man. You know? And like my divorce judge, she had all of these accounts. And so I asked for subpoenas for them, and she tells me no. She got property, she got land, and I never knew about all of this shit until the investigator found out all of this stuff. And the judge goes, no. It's fucking outrageous. It's fucking outrageous, man. It is fucking outrageous. See, on 1/6/2023, ended up in the emergency room. Wife attacks me. They did the police report, and then the nurse finds out when they put her name up what she had. And it states right there in the police report. Bam, 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 bam. States right there in the accident report. Because the nurse called of domestic violence that was put up on me. Okay, and everything that she said, it was being recorded. I want you to die like me, motherfucker, and all of that. The nurse heard all of that stuff. Pictures are there and everything else, man. The hospital took pictures. The police took pictures. Everything's right there. And the nurse says, in the report, I told Mr. Malillo, do not delete the pictures off his phone. Try your best to keep them. I witnessed the pictures. I've seen the pictures. Blase, blase. They're there. Do not delete the pictures. Do not delete the recording. So I haven't, you know. And then when the nurse, the supervisor nurse, called to make the police report for domestic violence against me that she put up on me, they did a polo, whatever you call that, to look out for the other car, but she wasn't found or seen. Okay? And so then somehow they go, well, it didn't happen in that county. You got to go back to this county here, but they're not going to do nothing because they never do nothing when a woman assaults a guy in that county. They always lock the guy up. See, they switch everything around on all guys in Faribault County. They'll plant evidence in it. And this comes from an officer that knows that these motherfuckers, and on plenty cases that these motherfuckers plant evidence on guys that they don't like, and then it's a known fact, because there's all talk of the town about this in Faribault, that when a woman, if that deputy likes you, he gonna make sure your ass in jail while he dates your woman, your ex. Yeah, he'll call all the time, see how she doing, do you need someone to talk to, and bam, that's when it's there. Now I witnessed a cop I witnessed a cop beat his woman's ass, his wife's ass in Faribault one day. Yeah. And I'm like, that's a fucking cop in a uniform beating his wife's ass. And nobody saying nothing? They were all terrified to open up their mouths. I wasn't. Motherfucker, why don't you hit me like that? You gonna hit a woman? And you a punk ass pig with a uniform on? Oh, hell no, man. Hell no. Hell no. No. That happened in Faribault, Minnesota. That cop was beating his wife in the parking lot of a Walmart that she worked at. Yeah, the cop was beating her ass and he didn't even go to jail. I think he is still a police officer out there in Faribault, Minnesota. But I never known whatever happened to that woman, though. See, right then and there, if she had brothers, they should have took care of that motherfucker, man. They should have took care of that motherfucker. Because you see, my sisters was married to some cops, man. And I told them, which one of these items you want? You got a switchblade, 007 switchblade, you got a machete, you got a shotgun. Go, what do you mean? The day you put your hands, you hit my sisters, those items will be used on you. The day my sisters call me and tell me you hit them, those items will be, I don't give a fuck if you argue or whatever. That's none of my business. But the day you hit my sisters, your life is mine. You will meet your devil. The day you hit they have never hit my sisters, man. They always arguing and they always call me, man, she going off. What's she doing, man? She got mad. What she get mad about? What did you say, dude? Told her she couldn't cook. Wrong word to say to a woman, man. Never say that to a woman. And just eat it and shut the fuck up, man. Never say a woman cannot cook. When a woman asks you, how do I look in this? You look fine. That's it. Just shut your mouth. Keep walking. How did my friend look? That ain't none of my business how your friend look. Because all of those words are traps. Keep your mouth shut. Don't say nothing. Because women are the dirtiest creatures on the face of this earth. All women are the corrupted creatures on the face of this earth. Some women lie, cheat, the works. And 5% of the other half of the women on the face of this earth are true ladies. Nowadays, these women don't got no respect for themselves. They all naked on the internet. Con artists, scammers. They have no respect for themselves. They have no respect for their families. So you don't have no right to show them respect. There was a thing on this lady. She taking nude pictures and her ex posted them. And she tried to have him arrested, but yet you post for these nude pictures, you told him to post them, and you try to have him arrested. That's how fucking corrupt the system is. They fabricate evidence, commit perjury, and everything else. And this corruption in the courts got to stop, man. And we're the only ones that could bring all of these motherfuckers down. We, the people. Not the house niggas, not the house bitches. It's not the racist motherfuckers. We, the people, can bring these motherfuckers to justice, man. We, the people, got the right to hold them for trial in public. We, the people, got the right to give them the death penalty like it says in the Constitution for treason. We, the people, have that right. We, the people. Excuse me. I don't know what it is, man, but since I've been out here, I've been getting fucking sick like crazy, dude. I don't know what the fuck it is, man. It's in the air. Every time I notice a plane, today is Thursday. So today, there was a plane that was pointing out shit. And then all of a sudden, it's hard to breathe outside. It's really fucking hard to breathe outside, man. And yes, our government poisoned us. Yes, our government is corrupt. Yes, our government are criminals. Yes, you voted for a criminal. You voted for a rapist. Peace out, asswipes. You American people, don't call yourselves Americans because y'all traitors. Damn, I don't feel good. Fuck.